Before we start today's video, I want to take a second and chat with you about online dating. Now, I know, talk about random. First of all, yes, and yes, I am married happily. So personally, I am not in need of this service, but I do have friends that have had some terrible experience with online dating, especially during this pandemic. So when I was recently approached by this service called maturetenders.com, I thought maybe this could be a solution for some people out there, and I just thought it was worth bringing up. And what Mature Tenders is a site dedicated to helping people ages 30 and up to find that perfect match. Now, they are very serious about helping folks find their soulmate, and they know all about the struggles on other sites. So what they do is they offer a secure, scammer-free space for people to look for and talk with like-minded individuals. And signing up for it couldn't be easier. What you do is you just follow the link in the description of this video and fill out the form on the site with some pretty standard info, name, email, that sort of usual stuff. And that's pretty much it. You're then able to search the site and use things like the site's filter options to look for people to chat with and get to know. If you're interested in checking out maturetenders.com, simply follow the link in the description to get started. Don't wait. Find your love today with maturetenders.com. Now, though, on to today's episode. What is happening, guys? Mike here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at some watches from Paul Rich. This is a brand that we have looked at in the past, but they've recently released a few timepieces that one could call out of this world. Alright, so today we are looking at the new Frosted Stardust watch from Paul Rich, aka the Twilighter, because these are the only things that sparkle more than a teenage vampire.
This is what I am.
Specifically, we're looking at the Frosted Stardust silver models, and I do have the 42mm and 45mm here for you guys to see the difference in size. Before we look at that, though, let's run through the specs on these right quick. This is the Frosted Stardust timepiece in silver, and again, we have the 42mm and 45mm sizes, and each watch features a frosted silver case that has a thickness of 11mm with a Miyota quartz movement and Corning Gorilla Glass. They also have matching frosted straps featured here in stainless steel with a width of 20mm. The only difference between the two watches is the overall case size that you can see for yourself, 42mm and 45mm. Both watches, though, do have the same price at $349 US. Now, one thing I wanted to mention here too, because this was one thing that I personally wondered about, was the frosted parts, the sparkles. These are not just timepieces dipped in glitter here. I originally thought that myself, the glitter was just going to fall off and get everywhere. But after I got them and looked closer, I saw that this is actually a part of the metal itself. The sparkles are embedded into the metal. I can actually use my finger here and rub on it, trying to get some to come off, and it doesn't come off. So I wanted to make sure to mention that this is not just some cheap glitter job. This is actually done very well to keep the sparkles on there. Now, though, let's move over to the sizes again. I do feel like this was important for folks to see and get a real-world feel for how big or small these sizes are. The 45mm one is obviously a little bit bigger. You can see it head on here and then from the profile there, but personally, I actually like it a little bit better than the 42mm. Actually, the 42 fits my wrist very well. It's pretty much a perfect fit, actually. I just have a preference for larger faced watches. That's just something I've always appreciated, something that I've always liked, and the 45mm size is just perfect for me. I love the look of the bigger watch face, and actually wearing it is just as comfortable. You can tell it is a little bit heavier, but it's not like double the weight or anything like that. It's just a tiny bit heavier, which I actually prefer in a timepiece. Again, there's really nothing wrong with the 42, but those are the differences as I saw them. As far as styling goes, these to me look their best with jackets and things like that. I mean, there's really no rules, though. I don't mean to say like you couldn't wear this with whatever you want. I'm a big fan of, you doing you and wearing what you like. I just think on me, it went better with jackets, sweaters, formal wear, etc. In other words, I just think in that form, it really shined. You get it? You know what I mean? Because it sparkles and it also goes really well with stuff. The last thing now I am going to mention is that we are in that special time of year. Black Friday is upon us, and the fine folks over at Paul Rich do have some specials for you guys, and here they are. We have November 5th through the 26th, you can get 25% off your watches. The 26th through the 29th, you can get up to 40% off your watches, and then the 29th through December 1st, you can get up to 50% off your watches. And if that wasn't enough, you can actually get additional money off your purchase by stacking my coupon code on top of the offered specials this month by going into the description and using the link and code offered there. You can actually stack it on top for additional savings. And as a reminder, one more time, you can only get that stack if you use the link and coupon code in the description. That, though, is it for today. Thank you so much for checking out this timepiece with me. I certainly hope you had a wonderful time, and if you did, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button to ensure yourself additional wonderful times in the future. I will, of course, be back with you again very soon right here. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.